Welcome back, y'all, to our little bite-sized series. We are having a look at what I would call checking in. Some drummers might call this like a stretch, and really what this is a great little exercise or a warm-up or a tool that you can use actually before we start to practice or before we start to play. And there's two parts to this. One part is specifically involved in just checking in with ourselves and looking down and feeling. And the second exercise is just to get a little bit of motion and to feel the similarities and differences between our two hands, right? So this first one here is double stops. Now this works great on a pad. It doesn't work great on an actual drum because often with double stops, with both hands playing at the same time, we can actually choke the sound of the drum where one stick starts it vibrating and the other one actually stops it. So this is great work to do on a pad, and it's also typically not the kind of stuff that you'll really actually play out in a pad. It's really mostly useful as a tool. Now it works like this. My hands attempt to create a mirror image and they play together. And I can do this at whatever tempo is comfy for me. I can go faster if I need to, or indeed I can go slower. And I'm literally looking down at my hands and I'm checking in with myself. Do my hands, even though the tips of the sticks might look the same, do my hands look different when they play? Do I need to rotate one of them over or the other way? Do my sticks come up to different heights when I'm doing this? Does one hand feel way more dominant or domineering? And does one of them do something really weird when I play, right? This is exactly what we are checking in with ourselves to do. Now, some factors, of course. If you're like me, one of your hands will be a lot more confident, a lot more outgoing, a lot more comfortable, a lot smoother, a lot more sensitive, and the other hand, everything is a little bit clunkier. And by doing this little double stops exercise, it helps us to anything that feels comfy in my good hand, I can literally look down and try and recreate that both in looks, in feel, and hopefully in sound with the other hand, right? So even before I sit down to actually practice, I might just sit down and do my little check-in. Because even, I can tell you, the most confident, comfortable drummers of all time will still struggle with checking in with themselves. And from time to time, you might tense up a little bit in your hands and feel that change in your technique. And what we're always looking for is this nice loosey-goosey rebound, right? And that's with both hands if we can. So when we're doing our double stops exercise, we're literally just looking down, we're checking in with ourselves, we're getting nice and comfy. The second part to this is feeling a more alternating quality between our hands. And it's a really simple little exercise as long as you can count to 8. Right? And it literally works as 8 in my right hand, 8 in my left, and just getting comfortable with this alternating quality. And again, checking in with ourselves to see what feels comfy. You know, does my right hand play a lot faster than my left? These kinds of things are great little questions to ask yourself to gain an insight into the way that you play and to gain an insight into what you can actually work on to improve your playing as well. So when I do my 8 strokes exercise, if I was to do it nice and slow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, left, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, left, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I'm doing all the same things here that I would have been doing when I was checking in with my double stops. And I'm just getting comfy moving each stick independently. And this exercise can go faster if we need to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, left. And we're looking for those similarities and differences in our technique, right? Left, right, and left, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you can start to practice. Enjoy.